And Marcum LLP is the 14th largest accounting firm in the U.S.
Well, that's very interesting. And you have quite a large office here in Boston too, don't you?
We do. We have about 90 folks in the Boston office.
That's very interesting. Now, before I ask you all my questions, why don't you tell us a little bit about Marcum so we can get a background for our listeners?
Sure. Marcum, again, as Mark mentioned, is the 14th largest firm in the U.S. We have offices across the country, up and down the East Coast and the West Coast. Our offices in the New England region are Boston, and then New Haven, Connecticut, and Hartford, Connecticut. So the regional listeners may be familiar with any of those offices. We do work from public companies right on down to entrepreneurial businesses, and as well as individuals. So broad scope, full scope accounting practice, providing tax services, audit services, and advisory services.
And your clients, are they mostly national or are they mostly regional?
They are both. They are both. We have clients, again, we do large public companies as well as small entrepreneurial local businesses. So we run the gamut in terms of the nature of our clients. Here in Boston, we work, like many offices in Boston, with a lot of high-tech clients, biotech clients, financial services clients, as well as healthcare and construction. So we really run the gamut.
Now, there's been a consolidation and shifting of the whole industry over the last 5 years, and different accounting firms have tried to sort of carve out, at least in terms of marketing, their position in the marketplace. Do you have a position that you like to take?
Yeah, I think our position is, we are geared and structured and designed to cater to the middle market. We realize that the large firms are certainly they have their position in the marketplace, but we believe we have the resources, the background, the expertise to provide excellent quality service to clients of all sizes. And so the middle market for us, we think, is a good spot. We don't necessarily battle for the audits of the Fortune 500. However, we do public company work. So there are public companies who really can benefit from working with a firm who is in a position to cater to their needs and help them in every way.
And Doug, one of the interesting things about you, and you were saying one of your greatest honors was when you became the partner in charge of the Boston office, but you also have a practice yourself on the tax side, and I'd like to discuss maybe some of the tax issues that are facing us.
As there are many, that's for sure.
Tax has become one of the most exciting topics in business over the last few years.
No question. I think that tax, and especially when you're dealing with an entrepreneur, which I know is your audience and so forth, and taxes drive the bus. I mean, basically, at the end of the day, it's all a matter of how much can one put in his pocket, and taxes will go a long way in determining the answer to that question.
Correct.
Said like a true accountant, how much we can put in our pocket. I thought it was how much I could put into nonprofits and charitable donations.
Well, I think obviously you need to have it in your pocket before you can do that.
Yes,
so,
I know.
But
a little facetious.
No.
Well, the fiscal cliff and all the issues surrounding it really has taken up a lot of our time, and I know it was solved just temporarily, but can you talk about some of the continual issues and maybe some of the impact that's already being felt? And
absolutely. There's no question that the fix is temporary. I mean, I think it's a Band-Aid. It got it done. It got us over the cliff, or avoided the cliff, so to speak. But I really think that it had a very interesting impact on this particular filing season. There was so much turmoil right up until the end. Even the IRS delayed its producing of its availability of electronic filing, the availability of several forms. So as a result, what's really happened into this filing season is it's really become condensed.